7:06 on this back at it rainy, icky Monday, but it feels great outside, so I'm not that mad about it.
I'm going to look that up and see if that's a meteorological term. Rainy, icky Monday.
Yes, icky
It
Monday.
is icky out there. It's drizzly. It's rainy and drizzly, kind of a little more than drizzle, a little less than rain.
Yeah,
It's cold. Well, what's weird is it feels cold, but if you look at the thermometer, it's not that cold, but it feels cold.
Yeah, it does. And it's going to be that way the rest of the week.
Is it?
Yeah, it's going to be in the 60s.
Oh, boy.
It's not going to be cold, sorry.
Oh, boy.
But you go, oh, mine's not turned around right. Sorry, Mike. Oh.
And I'm on the no sugar, so you can't see it hardly.
Yeah, the black on the red doesn't show up on the camera good, but so I had an okay weekend. I did trivia Friday night. We won again.
Very good. Y'all are getting good at this.
Well, we have a ringer on our team.
You
do?
We
have two, actually. My hubby,
He's
who
good.
can hear one strum of something and know everything. Some songs. And then we have another guy named Jason who just joined our team about a month ago, and he's really good at a lot of that 90s alternative rock stuff.
Oh, good.
He's in his late 40s, so he can kind of
fill in the hole, the younger
a
hole.
little bit. Yeah. And unfortunately, I mean, I got to talk about it a little bit. The was a little drama with the trivia company that does the trivia there.
Really? They
And
have
our
a company
trivia-
that comes in and puts it on?
Yeah, our trivia host is not going to be doing it anymore.
Is there a scandal? Is there a...
I wouldn't say scandal. They just got crossed up with each other, and she was like, sayonara, deuces. So I'm hoping
So
that
the one that puts it on, that actually did the trivia,
it's a company
got mad at the company she was working for?
No.
Or
So
who got mad at who?
The company that does the trivia inside Siluria hires different hosts out, okay? And the host that does the trivia for us and the company that does the trivia,
they got into it. Oh, okay. That's,
Yeah.
And so she told the company, I'm not doing this anymore.
Oh, yeah. She said, I'm out. And the thing is that her husband, he sits with us on our team. And for the longest time, we would have our team name, and then he would just come over and sit with us, and we'd add and Ben on it. Then we changed our name to the Has-Beens, BEN''S. And now they didn't come. So in honor of her name is Dawn. We changed our name for this week to Eternal Dawn.
So she just didn't show. She didn't do it Friday.
I had somebody else do it.
Was they okay?
Yeah. You may know him. His name is Steve. He has a radio voice, and I think he worked at he worked with Richard Dixon and Spud. This guy's name is Steve something. I can't think of his name, but they're all in the radio business, so I figured you would know who
Not
they are.
Steve
They know
West.
you. Yes.
Steve West, big guy, bald-headed dude?
Yes.
Great guy.
Yeah.
Steve West is a great guy.
Funny
Did he do
story.
a good job?
He always does a good job.
I love old Steve.
Here's the thing,
He was
though.
our producer. You know, he was Patty and my producer back years ago.
Really?
Yeah, that's how he got started. He came in, we hired him, and he ran the board for me and Patty for a long time. He was, yeah.
So
and
then
now he does talk radio
yeah,
and stuff.
And there's another guy that his name is Spud, real short guy. He did something too with Richard Dixon.
Right.
Oh gosh, I can't remember what all he said. Anyway, we talked for a minute.
Steve West.
Steve is actually.
By the way, Steve is in my little group that we get together. All the old radio dudes that most are retired, and we smoke a cigar and talk and stuff.
Yeah.
Steve West is part of that group.
Yeah,
I don't know that he smokes cigars.
He usually will fill in, like when Dawn would go on vacation, Steve would fill in. But Steve is also on the team, the Gophers, and they win a lot. So whenever we can beat them,
so this is good if Steve can become your host, because then he can't play against you.
Exactly.
That's a nice deal.
Oh yeah.
But you lost Ben.
But we lost Ben.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
He could come now.
Yeah, he can. They both can come. He and Dawn can come and hang out.
Right.
At
And play
Siluria
trivia.
And play trivia with us. And then we
The
just
drama
have one more.
at music
I
trivia on
know.
Friday nights in Siluria.
I know.
Such a drama.
So much drama. I mean, I
Now,
don't know.
was
They
was
got
Steve's
sideways.
team the one you thought was using their cell phones?
No, we've never thought that.
All right.
About
What was
them.
the team that we?
I can't remember the name of them.
Okay,
It's
I call
something-
them the cheaters.
Yeah. What is the? I can't think of their name now.
Are they no longer coming?
No, they are. It's just I can't remember everybody's name. The
Oh.
Gophers. The only thing we have with them is just a rivalry where they do good, we do, because they have like I don't know 10 people or more on their team,
Big team.
and they are very age-wise spread out.
So they can follow
win a
all
lot.
genres,
Yeah.
all
And there's
ages.
another girl that is on that team that hosts the trivia somewhere else. So she kind of learns the music a little bit. But I mean, hey, if you know it, you know it. Doesn't
Yeah,
matter how you know it.
that's true.
As long as you're not using your phone. Now, Dawn, a couple of weeks ago, did tell a team, she's like, we're watching. She didn't call them out. She's, I'm not going to embarrass you, but don't pull your phone out again. And we were
Good
like,
for her.
We were like, ooh.
Well,
We were
you know
trying to-
that's part of the deal.
and
I
we were
mean, you have
guessing.
to.
We were trying to guess who it was.
Which team?
Which team it was. But we have one. There's one team.
Probably
they
the
would
people
get-
that suddenly were looking up and listening to the question started looking down at their crotch because they're down there. I mean, that's a full giveaway when you're all going, who sang that? And they go,
Not necessarily, because
looking
my
down.
hubby, he does that whenever he's trying to think. He'll rub his head and he'll look down, and I'm like, no.
well, at least you can see his hand.
well,
If he's rubbing his head and ain't
Yeah.
holding a phone.
that's true.
There you go. Tell
yeah.
him to rub his head with both hands. That not only will prove he's not using the phone, it's really funny looking, and people will laugh. Ooh, you rub my head with both hands.
Yeah, we're both. Hey, when he thinks, that's what he does. He has to, anyway, it's funny. But I cannot remember the name of the team. There was one team that would get some obscure answers, and we're like,
Sure.
yeah, right.
Well, but sometimes there are some people that thrive on that memorize the weirdest stuff, the obscure stuff, the one-hit wonders and that sort of
That's
stuff.
hubby. But,
Yeah.
so I guess it's just, I'm just salty when they get them right, I guess. It's not really, I don't know. I really don't think anybody, in the beginning, I kind of thought maybe some of them cheated, but now.
Oh, they did. The cheaters.
But now, the Gophers, for real, they all are just, they know it. And I see them over there trying to figure it out, so I know they're not cheating.
Yeah.
Because they're usually
They're
sitting
talking
right.
between each other.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
here and they're there, and there's no way.
Gophers.
There's too much conversation going on there. The Gophers. Well, Jeff told him, he goes, ha ha ha, and we're gonna win. Next week when we win, we're gonna be called the Exterminators.
What? Why did they come up with? Is it because they're going for it, or is it? I mean,
I don't know.
Did they go to
They're
Hueytown? Were they Golden Gophers?
I don't know. It's just a name they came up with.
That's bizarre.
It's funny.
I watched football all weekend, pretty much.
Oh, we're gonna talk about that too because there was a lot going on in football.
Boy,
Oh,
some great games.
Oh,
Not that I was
yeah.
happy with all of them, but I was happy with most of them. Auburn won, Alabama won, both excellent games to the very end. I mean, no runaways. They were great games.
Yeah, they were.
Vanderbilt won
too
again. I mean,
close.
it's amazing. The top five hadn't really moved
No.
with the new poll came out.
But we got some shakeups, so we'll talk about that when
We
we
do have
come
a few
back.
shakeups.
It will also, when we come back, we'll thank our morning show sponsors.
Yes,
and do
'cause
our
I gotta open
popping
this.
of the
I'm ready
top.
for my coat.
Yes, we're a little behind, so we'll do that when we come back. Y'all stay with us. You're listening to Morning Mayhem
Hurry
on
up.
Piper
We gotta
Peach
come back quick.
Radio. Teresa and Dollar Bill broadcasting live from the Clinton Tractor Studios. We'll be right back. Workout Anytime in Clanton is now open. Your fitness, your schedule. We have top-of-the-line treadmills and weights, but we are more than just a gym. We bring luxury and results to your fitness routine. Relax in our sauna. Recharge with red light therapy. Refresh in our hydro massage beds. Get that glow with unlimited tanning and push your limits with dynamic classes. Need guidance? Our personal trainers are here to help you set your goals, stay motivated, and get real results. This is your space, your time, your transformation, open 24/7. Workout Anytime, now open in Clanton.
Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you, whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss. Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us.
Underage drinking is deemed by many adults to be a rite of passage. Parents who host parties for youth may think they are being protective, but they are actually putting their youth at risk of physical and social consequences. Know the truth. Underage drinking and social hosting is a bad mix. For more information, contact Central Alabama Wellness, 205-651-0077, or visit centralalabamawellness.org.
We are back. The time is 7:17. You're listening to Morning Mayhem on Piper Pete's Radio. Therese and Dollar Bill here with you on this yicky, rainy, Monday.
Now you've added bleh.
I know.
I'm going to look that up in the meteorological. Icky, rainy,
I
bleh.
think you spell it B-L-E-H.
Bleh.
I want to say good morning to Heath. Miss Vicky, good morning to you. Hope your trunk or treat went very well. Good morning, Mike. Good morning, Piper. Mike says that he actually went to the Falcons-Dolphin game in Atlanta yesterday. Mike Baker.
Really?
Yeah. So we'll go ahead and thank our morning show sponsors now. Chilton Mobile Home Supply, Country Financial Insurance, Central Alabama Wellness. Our friend Zena Cartwell, she came in on Thursday and talked about their red. She wore red. I can't remember.
What?
She wore red. I can't remember exactly what we're doing. It's for prevention. They're also doing a health fair this week at Isabella School. Also, thank you to Mike Baker, my bestie from Coca-Cola United in Montgomery.
Let's go.
Oh yeah, I know, right? All right, let me get it here. We did a perfect sync on Friday. All right, let me get my finger under here because this one's kind of tight. Okay, you ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, you splattered that everywhere.
I did. It went all over, but it's going down my throat.
Oh, yeah. Well, we got a
I
little
was
in
needing
stereo.
that this morning. I need a little sparkling.
Also,
I've already had my coffee, so I'm ready for that.
yeah. Good morning, Ricky. Also, thank you to our Chilton Chamber of Commerce. They are having a chamber luncheon this Wednesday. It's going to be at Valley Grand at 11:30. The cost is $20 for members, $25 for non-members. Superintendent of Chilton County Schools, Corey Clements, is going to be the speaker. So, and he's really doing a lot for Chilton County. So that would be a good luncheon to go to for sure. Also, thank you to our friends at Larry Puckett Chevrolet. They have the largest pre-owned inventory in the area. So before you go anywhere else and buy a vehicle, please go see Kurt and his team at Larry Puckett Chevrolet in Prattville and let them make you a deal.
A deal.
Also, thank you to Jake and his team at Save More. We got Clanton, Calera, and Brent. They are amazing. They have the best produce and meats anywhere, hands down, 100%. They've got their in-store brands, which is Always Save and
I don't know
what is wrong with my brain today. I cannot think.
It's Monday.
My head hurts.
That trivia.
Always Say. Anyway, their in-store brands are amazing, and those are the ones I typically buy. For everything.
Yeah,
the
it's
chips
good
are
stuff.
amazing.
And you save a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yep, it's great
do.
stuff.
They had their big bags of chips like this on sale too for $4. They had their little Debbie cakes on sale. I mean, they have
Little
every
Debbie
week.
cakes.
Yes.
Oh my God.
The Christmas tree ones are already out, by the way.
By the way, I tried making
I'm
that
not-
thing where you make a dip out of the Christmas trees last year. It wasn't bad. Have you ever seen that? You put like 4 of those Little Debbie Christmas trees in with the beater, in your mixing bowl, and you put in cream cheese and something else, a little vanilla, and you blend it up, and you dip like not
graham
crackers,
crackers or
cookies in
something?
it.
Oh, okay.
Or graham crackers would work. Little
wafers,
snaps,
maybe?
ginger
Yeah.
snaps, and it makes a Christmassy sweet dip.
I have not seen that.
And you could just take a spoon and just dip it in there
And eat it,
eat
which
it
is
too.
what I would do.
It's all crushed up Little Debbie
Yum.
Christmas trees.
Yes.
It's wonderful. It's easy. If you had friends come over, you could knock it out, except
yeah.
for cleaning the beaters and all that stuff.
Well, I mean, I lick the beaters. Why not?
I do too, but then people are wondering if I wash them after I put them back.
Well, they don't have to know.
They don't have to know. Matter of fact, I hope they don't. I'm a little lazy.
Also, thank you to Bruce at Old
But
Orchard.
let me real quick give you a warning. If you lick the beaters,
Make sure
turn the mixer off first.
Yeah. Mike's had it. He says it's really good.
Oh yeah, they are good.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
easy.
I'll take your word for it. Also, thank you to Bruce at Old Orchard Amish Furniture.
Oh,
Look,
Brucey Poo.
right now is the time for the bonfire, sitting outside watching football, doing all of that. And you need the outdoor furniture to do that. But Christmas is also coming up. So if your wife has been the most amazing wife in the whole world, your mom has been the most amazing mom in the whole world, then you need to go and buy her some outdoor furniture that she will love, because they will love this.
Or guys, listen.
Yeah,
you will love these seats. I mean, I'm not kidding. They are heavy. They're going to last longer than you will. They'll be something you can pass down to your kids. I mean, these are Amish-made, incredible glider, rocker, swivel chairs. They got big things for a cup in each, hand of the armrest. So Christmas is coming up, and my wife always says, "What do you want for God?" I have no idea what to get you for Christmas every year. You got everything, pretty much you need or want. When you want something, you just go buy it. Well, this is something, guys, you could put a little bug in their ear. Boy, I sure do like those chairs at Old Orchard Amish Furniture. And
Yep.
yeah, Bruce, he's got a good deal on them right now. Well, I might have to go down and look. Christmas.
And he gets the peanut brittle from there too, and that's
Oh,
a
yeah.
nice little stocking stuffer. Just saying.
And they have rockers. They have
Yeah.
other chairs. They got swings. They've got I've got the greatest cutting board I've ever had.
We had
and
one.
I love to, I love to cook, so I love my
Lord.
cutting board. It's a great cutting board.
I know somebody decided they liked it too and took it.
Whose?
Ours.
The one that was here at the station?
Yeah. It's
Somebody
okay.
took your
It's
cutting
okay.
board?
Yeah, it's okay. We're not.
I just
sad. We're
mentioned
not
that I
mad.
have a cutting board at the house, and I didn't pay for it. It was a gift.
Was it a gift?
It actually was, but it was from Bruce.
It was
Because
Bruce
Mary
that
bought
did
so
it.
much stuff.
If we just throw this
Listen,
cutting
he
board
could have
in.
thrown in a car for what, but his prices are phenomenal. I'm not meaning it that way. Mary went crazy though. We've got swivel chair rockers, we got rockers, we got chairs. I came home one day and it's like, oh, are we going into business selling Bruce's stuff for him?
It looks like we are.
Looks like we got a showroom going here on the porch.
We've in our lobby here in the front, right out we have two lobbies.
Yeah, you can come see it. It's if you're in Clinton, you want to come by the studio. Then we got the chairs and some tables and stuff. I've got some. You want to come by my front porch? Come on by.
The
Teresa
skeleton's
sat on the
sitting
front
in it.
porch with me
Oh,
one
I sure
afternoon.
did. I need to come and do that again. I
You
enjoyed
do.
that.
Yeah, y'all
I
need to come. You
out
hadn't
and-
been to the. Now
we'll
we
do a
actually
wine
have
sipping.
furniture in that. When you were there was nothing in the
I know
house.
y'all remodeled and stuff since I've been there.
Well,
I
we
need to
actually
go
put
check it out.
furniture in it, so you'd be surprised. You can actually come in our home now and sit down at a chair on a chair.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's taken
We'll
a
do
while.
it. It's taken a while, but you got it. You got it. We had some football on Friday night, high school football. Maplesville continues their reign of undefeated.
That's unbelievable. What are they, 7-0?
I think they're 8-0.
8-0, and they've had 8 games. Unbelievable.
And, they played Verbena, which is Andy's team, and unfortunately Verbena got shut out. It was 42-0.
42-0, boy.
Yeah.
Maplesville. Sorry, y'all are
they're a
force
powerhouse
with which to reckon.
Yes, they are a powerhouse. I think they're going to go all the way again, Bill.
Yeah, they could. What are they? 2A? 3A? Anybody know? I don't know.
Are they? I'm not sure. Let's see.
Whatever
1A.
they are.
They are 1A.
They're 1A. Okay.
They are 9-0, 6-0 in the region.
Wow. That's pretty impressive when you got that many on the left and nothing on a 0 on the right. I like that.
Friday night's the last game of the football season.
Is it really this
football
early?
Season.
Wow.
And then the next week starts the region.
And that'll be Halloween night.
Which is going to be after that. We're going to do the region games. We're going to do 2. We're going to do Thorsby and Maplesville.
Oh, good.
Thorsby, they lost their first game last week. Last Friday. It was Southside 74 over Thorsby 22. Isabella won 30-7 over Lamar County. It was
Good.
Jemison over Montevallo 42-6.
Wow, very good.
And Spain Park over Chilton County 49-0.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing that we're already almost at the end of high school football season. It seems like it's flown by.
It did.
This year for me,
did.
I mean, this football season's screaming.
It's been wild.
I waited, I wait through the spring and the winter, the spring, the summer. I can't wait for football season. Then when it gets here, I blink twice and it's over.
It's gone, I know. And we have the shortest season of baseball or basketball.
Do we really?
Yeah, I mean, basketball, they just play and play and play, and baseball, it seems like they play and play and play. Football, you get, 12 games, and then you take a break, and you get a 2 championship games,
Right.
and that's it. So
And
a
that's
total
it.
of 14, and you're done.
You're done for the year.
And then
It's
you
amazing, isn't it?
You do. College football, it was Bama 29-22 over South Carolina.
Squeaked, by the way, the last 2. They got 2 touchdowns in the last 2.5 minutes of the game. And they looked great, and then they looked weak, and then they looked great.
They were all over the place.
They were. It was it reminded me a little bit, thankfully not as bad as that first week. They just didn't. Now, the quarterback was amazing. Simpson was he did great, but the team as a whole seemed to just come and go. It was like they came on in waves and then they dropped back in waves. It was weird. But they did beat South Carolina, but it was a squeaker. Auburn. How about Auburn, though?
Well, yeah, let me tell you, we were playing pretty bad in the first half.
Yeah.
And Hugh Freeze did something I felt like he should have done after the first 2 or 3 games, and that was replace Jackson Arnold as quarterback. And he finally did. At halftime, they made some adjustments, and they brought Ashton Daniels in.
Yep.
And then that's when things turned around. Auburn was able to pull that one out 33-24 over Arkansas, because we should not have been struggling on that game. That was a gimme
Arkansas,
game,
I think
basically.
Arkansas was favored. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
I remember I looked up the spread just before kickoff, and it seemed like that was like 11:30 in the morning. Remember, it was early, and I think Arkansas might have been favored by like a point or something. Anyway, Auburn did good. Arkansas's lost almost every game they played this year, but they've all been good. I mean, they haven't been like just runaways. But good.
Right.
I'm glad Auburn won that one.
And then you had what should have been a better game than it was, I thought. LSU and Texas A&M. LSU lost that game 49-25, and they also lost their coach as a result.
Yeah.
Brian Kelly is gone.
Gone.
And it's going to cost them $54 million to say goodbye.
I wish they'd hire
nuts.
me as coach, and I'll coach for a week, and they can pay me out for just $1 million. I'll do that for them.
Yeah.
Save them a bunch of money. I'd save them $23 million. They could fire me for much less money.
Florida Gators, they fired their coach. They are courting Lane Kiffin, and they have offered him a crazy amount of money to come there. I don't know. He is kind of not. Lane Kiffin is not really said. I think he's stretching it out to see what
Lane Kiffin is?
Ole
Yeah,
Miss
what
is
he's at
gonna
Ole
do.
Miss. So, I've got a mixed feeling about Lane Kiffin. I like him, but I don't. I
don't.
I like him in some way. I think he's a pretty good coach in some ways. Now, I had a buddy whose son coached under him when he was at Florida Atlantic and then followed him to Mississippi State and is now coaching somewhere else, Jacksonville, I think. But he said Lane Kiffin could be a good coach. His personal life was a little crazy,
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's crazy.
I don't know.
UAB was off. They had a bye week, I think, or they have one this week.
Yeah, he's so Lane Kiffin was offered a $13.5 million a year deal.
What's he making at
I don't
Mississippi State? I
know.
mean, Ole Miss.
I don't know. As I said, that's a crap ton of money. That would be hard to turn down. But that right there is if you can turn that down, that right there goes to show loyalty to
No, it doesn't.
your college.
No,
When you
it
turn
means
down.
there's a better deal under the table is what it probably means.
Oh, I didn't think of it like Bill.
He doesn't
Can
listen.
I not just think that there's
Nowadays,
good on the horizon?
There's not a lot of loyalty in that business. It's
No, it's
all
not.
business and money. And
is.
did Lane Kiffin go to Ole Miss?
I don't know.
See, now that would be the only thing that would make me think there could be a loyalty factor. If he played at Ole Miss, okay,
I guess I, need
I
to look
might
at-
give him.
somebody out there knows the answer to that
Yeah, I don't know
question.
who. I don't have my phone with me, but whoever Lane Kiffin played for in college, that would give me pause to think. Well, maybe he does have a little. He always dreamed of coming back to his coaching his team,
Right.
But if he didn't go to Mississippi State, he ain't staying there for loyalty. Not if you get $13 million on the table. Just means he's got a good, sweet deal where he is. Either he likes the coaches he has now in the package under him. He likes where he lives. He likes maybe quality of life with his family. Well, he doesn't have, quality of life with the women and all that kind of stuff. So, I mean, you just don't know what some of the stuff, but loyalty's probably low on the list unless he went there.
I guess. Busted my bubble there. I was thinking there was actually still a little loyalty
I'm
left.
afraid there's not much loyalty
Not much
anymore.
left, yeah.
No.
All right, it's 7:34. We're going to take another break. When we come back,
Grape, find out. Grape, he's our foreign correspondent.
needs to let
Tell
us
us
know
where
that.
Kiffin played college football.
Also, good morning, Jamie. When we come back, we got some news headlines. Diddy is having some issues in prison.
By the way, I went by the prison literally 20 feet past Diddy's window in the
Really?
prison. Yeah, because he's in that big penitentiary in Long Island. I mean, in Manhattan. And the interstate literally goes 20 feet beside this huge
That's not weird at
building.
all.
Do what?
That's not weird at all.
No, it's weird that Diddy's in there.
I know, but it's still 20 feet.
Oh yeah, I mean, you got to have there's roads all around it. I mean, it's a high security prison. It's not like there's any danger of them doing anything out the windows. I don't even know how they work, but there's lots of windows, but you can't see in them. But you go by these mirrored windows, and they go, "That's where Diddy is, right there."
Wow.
So
Well, we'll talk
I've been
about
within
him.
100 feet of Diddy in the last 2 weeks.
Yep.
I don't think that's good. I felt a little tingly, and I felt a little freak on happening there.
Bill, it's okay, Bill. All right.
That's the closest I've been to a Diddy freak out.
Oh, Lord help me. It's 7:35. We're going to take a break. So y'all stay with us. You're listening to Morning Mayhem on Piper Peach Radio. Teresa and Dollar Bills broadcasted live from the Clinton Tractor Studios. We'll be right back. Bill's getting his freak.
Freak
All
out.
right.
Freaky.
Chilton Mobile Home Parts and Supply is your go-to destination for top quality mobile home parts and supplies in Clanton, Alabama. Conveniently located at 14023 County Road 29, just 3 miles east of Thorsby. We offer a diverse inventory, including underpinning, doors, windows, faucets, tubs, setup supplies, and more. Our commitment to quality ensures you'll find the best solutions for your mobile home needs. Upgrade your space with stylish doors and windows. Enhance functionality with top-notch faucets and tubs. All conveniently available in one place. Visit us today or call 205-646-1949. Transform your mobile home with Chilton, where quality meets convenience. Looking for the perfect way to unwind, compete, and have fun with friends or family? Then Putter Up Pelham is your next destination. Coming this June. Whether you're a mini golf pro or just out for a good time, Putter Up offers a one-of-a-kind indoor putting experience with custom effects lighting, sounds, and robotics at each hole. Plus, automated scoring and a virtual caddy to guide your game. And our ADA-compliant courses include special putters for individuals using wheelchairs or walkers. So everyone can join the fun from ages 4 to 100. Rain or shine, day or night, it's always game time at Putter Up. Come for the fun, stay for the challenge. Swing by Putter Up, where every stroke counts. Need reliable towing or diesel repair? Mem's Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair has you covered. We specialize in light and heavy duty towing and recovery with the latest equipment for any job, from campers and tractor trailers to winch box recoveries, and the only local-based rotator in the county. We do it all. Our diesel repair services include computer diagnostics, engine rebuilds, transmission and clutch work, and general maintenance. Trust Mem's Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair for top-notch service. Call us at 205-217-1984.
We are back. The time is
Some friend you
7:38. I know. That's what he said too. You're listening to Morning Mayhem on Piper Peach Radio. Teresa and Dollar Bill broadcasting live from the Clanton Tractor Studio. Ricky,
Hey, don't forget, we change clocks next weekend.
next weekend or this weekend?
This weekend coming up.
So Sunday we go back an hour. We get an extra hour.
Yeah, but it messes me up.
It does me too.
And
Every
then
time.
it's dark at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Oh,
And I'm over there yawning
Yeah.
at 3 o'clock in the
1
afternoon.
hour. How does 1 hour mess you up so
No,
bad?
but even when we go forward an hour, it messes me up.
This one's worse for me. I don't know why.
It's
I can
dark.
deal with when we go into daylight savings time. I don't know. That doesn't bother me as bad. This one screws me up for
Because
like
you get
a
more
week.
light at the end of the day. This one, it's dark. It starts. You see the sun going down at like
And
at
listen,
like 3:30, 3:45.
in another
and
week,
so-
it's dark when you get up. It's dark when you go to home. I mean, it's crazy. Anyway, that's this Sunday morning.
Yep.
You know, Saturday night before you go to bed.
Yep.
I just wanted to remind everybody because I got to remind myself.
Thank
I've got a lot of clocks in my house that I have to set. You know, I've got battery-powered clocks and plug-in clocks. We're kind of clock freaks we got clocks everywhere. So we don't forget what time it is when we're just walking through the house. Oh, look, of course, sometimes you go, oh, it's 2:30. Oh, it's 2:45. What the hell? Anyway, I got to set them too.
mine up.
I got to put new batteries in there. But it takes me an hour or more Saturday night just looking around to see which. Now, the ones on in a computer, they do it automatically. Phone does it automatically. One of my appliances does it, but the oven doesn't. I have to, and the microwave doesn't. So I got to redo those, oven and microwave. And then all these clocks I have all over the wall. And I've got one that's a huge clock, weighs about 50 pounds. It's a big wooden thing, you know.
Yeah.
And I've hung it on the wall. It takes like 6 people and a crane to hang it. And we put it up yesterday, and the battery got knocked loose. I noticed when I got this morning, it's still showing last night when we hung
you
it.
gotta
So now I
undo
got to
it.
undo it and check the battery in it. But anyway, I think when I'm going to take it down today and fix it, but I'm going to go ahead and set the clock for daylight savings time. I mean, for standard time.
Are you going to remember?
I don't care. I'm just going to go ahead and set it and put it up.
So
It may screw me up. I'll be an hour late going everywhere I go, but
yeah.
but that's not the only clock in the house. So
we got a clock, a digital clock in the bedroom. We have Alexa.
I love Alexa.
I can just ask her what time it is.
I do all the time.
If I in the mornings, I'll be getting dressed and I'll say, Alexa, what time is it?
Does she whisper it back to you?
She whispers back. She'll go, the time is 5:40, and it is so funny.
Isn't it funny?
I didn't know she did that. Hubby told me because I would say, Alexa, what time is it? And she was like, the time is, be really loud.
That rattles
wake
the
him
house.
Up. He
And
said, you can whisper to her, and she whispers it back. And I said, no, and she does. It's awesome. I did it this morning.
Have you seen where you can tell her, say, Alexa, change my nickname? And she'll say, what is your new nickname? And you spell it. And you go, Y, X, 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 Y, Z, Z, X, 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 Y, X. And she'll go, okay, your new nickname is.
No, I haven't done that yet.
That drives my wife crazy. I change it all the time.
That's hilarious. Back to Lane Kiffin. Ricky says he was at Fresno State. Mike says he was at California State.
They're both California, so they're all
he
granola.
Said he's a surfer dude, but I like him. Great offensive mind. I mean, I don't doubt this man's skills. I just don't like him.
Yeah, well, that's. Do you not like him because of his personality or his social life or what?
He's just, just kind of
glib.
I don't like that.
Egotistical.
Yeah.
Don't you think all head coaches that are powerful have a pretty good ego?
Bit, yeah.
I mean, I have no doubt that Nick Saban has quite the ego, right? Now, I don't mean it in a bad way. I'm saying because ego is what sometimes motivates you to do great things. Mm-hmm. You can have an ego that is terrible and an ego that is powerful. His is more powerful ego because he's channeled it to do great things for other people. I think he uses his ego to make changes in young men's lives to get the best of them that they can and all that. Mm-hmm. But that is ego. I mean, ego is not unhealthy. You should have a strong ego to give you direction and strength of conviction. But then, then you can be like some people and go way overboard. And you can also overshoot your coverage where your ego's far bigger than your talent. And, his talent is pretty good. So he's got his balance pretty good.
Well, see,
and he's humble when he needs to be.
He can be. But Lane, he had some ego going on for a little while, and then Nick Saban said, "You're fired."
Right.
And then I think he went away with his tail between his legs, and he adjusted his attitude a little bit, did some growing.
Yeah.
And then he came back and he got a head coaching gig, and he rubs me the wrong way. I just don't like him. I cannot like him. And Jamie Curley, he says he's going to be the next coach at Alabama. He said he will come to Alabama and coach before it's over with.
Well, that may be true. Who knows?
I don't know. I have no idea. It's not my battle. I'm worried about Auburn right now.
Yeah.
We're scraping and crawling to have any kind of semblance of a season.
Do you blame Hugh Freeze for that, the head coach? Or do you think what do you think it is?
Well, I think
because Auburn has the power to recruit, they're a big SEC team. They shouldn't be struggling to get good people and all that. Do you think it's execution? Do you think it's attitude? Do you think it's coaching?
I think it's the whole thing. But I tell you, when Cadillac Williams was there and he was the interim. I love
Cadillac.
The Tigers were a force to be reckoned with when Brian Harsin left, and they let Cadillac motivate those boys. I had seen the passion come back.
Yep.
They were playing
that's
good, and I think that they
You think it's team leadership then, maybe?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's a whole thing, though, because but mostly I think it's just they don't have anybody there rallying the troops, And
Well,
I
that would
think,
be that. Some of that's team leadership.
Yeah, I
then.
think so.
Ty Simpson at Alabama, they credit him with a lot of the good turnaround from that first game. He just seems to be quite the motivational leader.
and Hugh-
you need a strong motivational leader, and doesn't always have to be the quarterback on your
Right.
team.
Well, and Hugh, he was letting this guy that what's his
Quarterback?
name? Jackson, be the quarterback when he really should have not been. He after the first couple of games, and he saw that he was,
he was struggling.
He was struggling. He should have said, "Okay, bring the other guy in," and he let that go on for entirely too long. That's a Hugh Freeze issue.
Yep.
But I also believe, you've got. There's a whole lot
you wonder
going
though
on
with
there.
that, you wonder if he saw things in practice, and maybe the young man has a performance problem. In other words, he can do great when he's in practice, and then he gets a little rattled when he's in front of
Yeah.
100 and something
that
thousand
can
people, which
happen.
would rattle me.
Yeah.
But it also may be part of his team support thing with the offensive line and that sort of stuff. It's complicated. People like to just boil it down to good coach, bad coach, if they're having a good or a bad season. There's so many more things that make a team win or lose. And
It's
a lot of
whole
different stuff, secret sauce.
moving parts to that, and I think something is not firing all the way. I mean, yeah, we battled till we won that one on Saturday, but there's something missing.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's Hugh. I don't know if they're connecting well with him. I really don't know. I know they didn't connect with Brian Harsin at all. And it was evident.
Yeah,
but
it was.
with Hugh, I mean, I don't know. There's something that's not jiving there, and I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the coordinators. I don't know if it's the players. I don't know if it's him. I don't know if it's the powers that be behind the whole thing. It could be all of it, a little of all of it.
Yeah, it could
I really
be.
don't know. All right, it is 7:48. We're going to take another break. When we come back, I promise we'll talk about P. Diddy. And we've got, what did I say we were going to do? P. Diddy and what else? SNAP benefits. We can talk about that.
They're about to close out if something doesn't happen.
Yes. So we'll talk about that when we come back. You're listening to Morning Mayhem on Piper Peach Radio. Teresa and Dollar Bill broadcasting live from the Clanton Tractor Studio. Stay with us.
Some family traditions begin with an ending. Lasting family legacies are established at Martin Funeral Home, where for over 100 years, we have served the families in our community. Bobby, Donnie, Norma, and our family at Martin Funeral Home would like to express our sincere gratitude for allowing us to serve your family. Every life story deserves the perfect setting. We are here to make that happen for you and your loved one. We offer traditional funeral home services, and we are now excited to be the home of the first crematory in Clanton, Alabama. Our goal is to serve our families no matter what their needs are. Martin Funeral Home, serving Chilton County since 1921. Please give us a call at 205-755-3550.
Universal Heights Academy is now enrolling for the following programs: aesthetics, manicurist, waxing, cosmetology, barbering, and the instructor crossover program. We are offering small class sizes for more personalized instruction. Hybrid and online classes are also available. Find us on Facebook or visit uhaway.com for more information on our discounted enrollment rates. Your rewarding career starts with Universal Heights Academy.
Workout Anytime in Clanton is now open. Your fitness, your schedule. We have top-of-the-line treadmills and weights, but we are more than just a gym. We bring luxury and results to your fitness routine. Relax in our sauna. Recharge with red light therapy. Refresh in our hydro massage beds. Get that glow with unlimited tanning and push your limits with dynamic classes. Need guidance? Our personal trainers are here to help you set your goals, stay motivated, and get real results. This is your space, your time, your transformation. Open 24/7. Workout Anytime, now open in Clanton. are back. The time is 7:50 on this Monday. Rainy, yucky.
Yucky day. Yeah,
Yucky
cool,
blucky.
kind of chilly. I think, speaking of chili, I'm going to stop by Save More on the way out of town, get me some hamburger meat, and chili's going on the stove today. I want a bowl of chili.
Hubby made chili not this past weekend, the weekend before. Oh, Saturday we went to a chili cook-off.
Yeah, where'd you go for that?
Well, Siluria had it it was a motorcycle club that does
good.
for the veterans.
Oh, excellent.
So, yeah, there was about 15
Did you get to
different-
sample them all?
I sampled all of them.
Were they good? Was there any that were extremely hot? Was there any that was?
I can tell you number 19 and number 20 about took my tongue off.
There you go. See,
was
I
so
figured
hot.
if it's a bike club, they're going to have some guys that like some
Yes.
hot chili.
Here's the thing. When it's so hot that I can't even get to the taste of it, then I can't.
That's my kind of
Struggle.
chili.
I cannot do that. Now, there was one. It was neat. It was more, to me, it was more soup consistency. It had corn and it had chicken in it, and it was white. So it was like the beans were white. So it was like a white chicken
White chili, yeah.
It was
Sometimes that's really good.
so good.
Yeah.
It had some kick, but I could deal with it. I could deal with the kick. It was amazing. Of course, we just got these little bitty cups.
Tiny little, just
and
tastings.
if I took one little bite and it was too hot, I moved it away. And there was one. I was drinking a Coke, and I went up. I was sitting there drinking my Coke, and when I guess the carbonation hit my tongue.
Did it burn you?
Made that fire on my tongue worse. So I went in there and got water. I was like, some of these I cannot eat. Even the girl that came with us, Karen, she said she likes hot stuff. She's like, the hotter the
But that
better.
one did her in?
She said that one got me. She said that one, I have to admit, that one got me a little bit. There was two, that white chicken one and another one that didn't have a whole lot of spice, but had a whole lot of flavor.
Yeah, that's
were
what
my
you like.
favorites, and those are the ones I voted for.
There you
But,
go.
Hubby, the hotter the better for him
Me too.
too. But I'm gonna just be honest. Some of it I just didn't like it. Like
Well,
it didn't have.
that's the thing about
enough
chili. Chili can
flavor.
be so different.
And one had a scorched flavor to it. But
That
it
was their
didn't-
mistake. You know,
nothing in it looked like it was scorched.
it
but
doesn't
had
matter
a
if they
scorched flavor.
if they scorch the bottom, they can dip it all out without scraping the bottom, and you don't see it, but you taste it.
It was
Scorching it ruins it to me.
I was a little. Honestly, I was disappointed. I'll be honest. Matter of fact, we left there and went to eat at Big Whiskey's because it's right there in Alabaster, and that's another disappointment. Let me just tell you: do not waste your money.
Well, we've been to
We did not
Big
like
Whiskey. I love the Big Whiskey up in Hoover, but the one in Alabaster, the brand new one, there than the old Charlie's, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
I was a little disappointed in the quality of the food. The servers were nice. Everybody, it was good service and all, but the food, I felt like I was kind of at a different Cracker Barrel.
Mm-hmm.
I always figured Cracker Barrel is mediocre food served Luke cold,
Mm-hmm.
and none of my food was that hot.
None of ours was. Matter of fact, the first thing
It came out kind of cool.
Stephanie said, "Well, this has been sitting in the window for a while."
Right, that's what I thought too.
My wings were not. They were not even warm. They were just room temp. I didn't get anything else to go with it. I just got my wings. I did not like the flavor of the wings. It wasn't good. I won't go back.
Well, we were a little disappointed too. I hate to
back.
say that. And we really need, it's just like here in Clanton, the more restaurants, the better, I think. Because, if you've only got, let's say, 10 restaurants, you can only, and I eat out a lot. You can only you can keep rotating through them, but still, you want variety.
Yeah, and I just expected more than that, and our service was not that great either.
Oh, it wasn't? My service was excellent, but the food was disappointing.
I don't know, and it wasn't that busy. Well, it wasn't that busy inside. I think there might have been a lot of people
On the deck out
outside,
there,
and then there was another little
covered
room
porch.
where it looked like maybe some birthday stuff was going on. So, I mean, I don't know. I think they obviously have some kinks to work out, but I didn't like the flavor of the wings at all. It's just not. They were more of I would say more of a smoked or a grilled wing.
They
It
might
was
have been
not,
smoked
They were not
wings.
fried wings. They're
Yeah.
like, you know, like
In oil.
Taco Mac has some of the best wings I've had. I love their wings. I was not a fan of these. Hubby didn't like his. He got they call them boneless wings. I call them chicken nuggets.
Yeah, that's what I.
He wasn't really a fan of his. No, nobody was. None of us were really.
That's
Stephanie
disappointing.
got chicken tenders, and she said they were okay.
Mary
but-
got chicken tenders. She said they were okay, but they
rest
weren't
of-
hot.
I mean, the adult beverages were ice cold.
Oh, I love my adult beverage
Now,
there.
That was
They made me a smoky old fashioned, which was absolutely one of the best I'd ever had.
Yeah, that was icy cold, and so could not fault them there.
Nope.
Food wise, I was not impressed.
Yeah.
Dennis got he wanted the fried pickles. Well, they came out in these little strips, like fries. So they were fried pickle fries almost the way, and he wasn't expecting that. He was expecting the round
ones, yeah.
type of thing.
Well, I got the onion. They call them onion straws,
Yeah.
but they were really onion petals, and they were incredibly not hot, and they were incredibly greasy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was in a bowl about that big.
Yeah.
And I went, well, okay.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's it's disappointing when you get built up for a new restaurant and you think you're going to love it, and it lets you down a little
Well,
bit.
I
Of course,
mean-
I'm going to give them another chance. Somebody told me their steaks were good. Now they're a little expensive, but he said it was one of the best steaks he'd ever
Well,
had.
6 wings was $13.99. I think that's a little pricey.
Yeah, it's $2 a wing.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta have to justify that one to me a little bit. But all right, let's talk about P Diddy. He is in jail.
Real quick, before we talk about P Diddy, we were on sports. World Series is going on.
Oh, it is.
That's right. Toronto Blue Jays against the LA Dodgers, and they're 1-1.
Ooh.
They're 1-1. So the third game's tonight. So we'll see what's happening. But anyway, I just thought
Yeah, I
I
forgot
like
about that.
baseball. I watch baseball when the World Series, and of course I'm all for the LA Dodgers because them dang Canadians,
That's what somebody else said. We don't want the
they play
Canadians to
hockey.
win.
They're not supposed to be playing baseball. Anyway, I'm sorry. So go
That's
ahead.
okay.
I just wanted to bring that
so
far. I forgot.
P Diddy, he is behind bars right now. Reports have come out that he was attacked behind bars in what they are considering a near fatal assault.
Oh, poor guy.
Details are still emerging, but insiders say Diddy was ambushed by multiple inmates during a brief transfer period and suffered some very serious injuries. Prison officials have confirmed that an investigation is underway, and Diddy has been moved to protective custody pending review. No other update on his condition has been available, but reports are that he's lucky to be alive. Now,
Wow.
the comments under this news story on Facebook is pics or it didn't happen. Yeah, okay, I'll take Diddy trying to get out of his sentence early for 200, Alex. Let's see. Somebody says, wasn't that supposed to say rear fatal assault? Some of these comments are terrible. Not all heroes wear capes.
Some wear prison uniforms. Well, there's not going to be a whole lot of sympathy for P. Diddy with all the allegations that have come out. The sad thing is, it's obvious he did some pretty horrible, horrible things. We got to go through the whole legal process to see finish it all out. But it's obvious. He did some horrible things, especially to young women and stuff.
And he got off on most of it.
He got off on a lot of
He's
it.
in jail on something that really, I don't see how they managed to figure out any kind of jail time for that. But, I'm okay with it because he got off on the other stuff that he was absolutely 100% guilty of.
Yeah, I would think so. It seems like it. So I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of sympathy for old P. Diddy.
According to
Plus,
that, there
he's
was
also
zero.
so rich. He made so much money and then lived that kind of lifestyle.
Yeah.
Yeah, people don't have a lot of sympathy for him.
Well, he assaulted his girlfriend, and they had video of it happening. So, I got zero sympathy.
So he was originally Puff Daddy.
Mm-hmm.
Then he became P Daddy. Then he became P Diddy. And then he just became
Diddy.
Diddy. Okay. I just wanted to make sure I had the...
Well,
progression of his name.
He was neck and neck between John Cougar Mellencamp and Prince there for a little while on what you're going to call yourself.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
And then he decided to take it up a couple more notches. So now
he didn't take it up as much as Prince, who became just a symbol. And everybody referred to him as the artist formerly known as Prince. Wow.
I don't even know.
And then all poor old John Cougar Mellencamp did was add the Mellencamp to John Cougar. That was his real name anyway. So,
but then he dropped the Cougar and was just John Mellencamp.
Right. Well, Cougar was, I don't even know if that was his nickname. I think that was one they gave him so he could, when he was first trying to break into, because they figured Mellencamp was a goofy name for an artist, so they made him John Cougar. I don't know where, maybe Cougar, I doubt it's his middle name.
Yeah.
And then, so in that case, John Mellencamp's his name.
Yeah. I mean, he's who he is, I guess. It's 8:01. We're going to take another break.
And, of course, P. Diddy is really just Diddy.
When we come back, we'll talk about those SNAP benefits.
Oh, it's going to be scary for some people.
The countdown
they
to
don't
Christmas
fix it.
is on. We'll talk about that when we come back. You're listening to Morning Mayhem on Piper Peach Radio. Teresa and Dollar Bill broadcasting live from the Clinton Church studio. We'll be right back.
Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you. Whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss, Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us.
Underage drinking is deemed by many adults to be a rite of passage. Parents who host parties for youth may think they are being protective, but they are actually putting their youth at risk of physical and social consequences. Know the truth. Underage drinking and social hosting is a bad mix. For more information, contact Central Alabama Wellness, 205-651-0077, or visit centralalabamawellness.org.
Chilton Mobile Home Parts and Supply is your go-to destination for top quality mobile home parts and supplies in Clanton, Alabama. Conveniently located at 14023 County Road 29, just 3 miles east of Thorsby. We offer a diverse inventory, including underpinning, doors, windows, faucets, tubs, setup supplies, and more. Our commitment to quality ensures you'll find the best solutions for your mobile home needs. Upgrade your space with stylish doors and windows. Enhance functionality with top-notch faucets and tubs. All conveniently available in one place. Visit us today or call 205-646-1949. Transform your mobile home with Chilton, where quality meets convenience.
The time is 8:05. You're listening to Morning Mayhem on Piper Peach Radio. Therese and the one and only Dollar Bill Lawson.
Mary says, thank God there's only one.
The one and only. Let's see here. We got SNAP benefits. Woo! The president says, we are not going to be releasing any money for SNAP benefits. So suck it up. That's it. We're not doing it.
You know, this whole thing, we're in the third or fourth week now of the government shutdown. Mm-hmm. And now all these people work for the federal government, even civilians that work for the federal government, a lot of them have missed their first major paycheck, monthly paycheck last week. Now they're a month behind on house payments and rent and bills, food's getting short. They got the food pantries, to help especially federal employees. You've got air traffic controllers. There's less and less of them showing up for work because they're not getting paid. There's so many things that are starting to tumble. And, of course, both Democrats and Republicans are hoping that will work in their favor. And it really pisses me off that these politicians, I know they have principles for which they're trying to make a point and stand up for. But when you start letting children go hungry and people start to stress horribly over not being able to keep their homes or food on the table or their medical bills or their medicine, then it's cruel. Now, I'm not a liberal. I am a very conservative human being, very conservative, especially fiscally. But, and I'm not, a bleeding heart liberal about, we got to take care of everybody. I don't think it hurts if you can take care of people. But this thing is now putting politics over the lives of innocent people. This is people who are just they're working people. These are not people that aren't working. They're on the dole and just hanging in there and taking money. These people have jobs, but they're not getting paid or they're not working. They're either furloughed or they're working and not getting paid. And that's even worse in some cases. So I don't know. I'm really getting disappointed with the entire political system when they let politics like this, especially the polarizing politics we're in now, left versus right, get in the way of children going to school, children eating, children being healthy, families suffering. I mean, working families suffering. I don't know what the answer is. I'm not smart enough to be able to figure it out, but I will tell you, I think it's ridiculous that they can't come together on enough to keep people doing their jobs and earning a living and paying their bills. That's what the politics aside, it looks like smart people could figure out how to still keep people going and the government running and still work on their agendas.
Yeah,
I just don't understand this.
I agree with that. But I did see where, the Democrats were saying we're not going to agree to your budget or whatever it is they're trying to get passed until you agree that we're going to fund illegals. And that's where a lot of the hang up is. And
it's not illegals. They're just wanting to fund that Obamacare thing and the support thing that supports a lot of Americans, but also supports all these other programs that take care of illegal immigrants. And
that Obamacare is trash
stuff.
Anyway. I tried to get on that before I got insurance. I could not afford it.
Yeah.
Literally couldn't. It was supposed to be Affordable Care Act. I could get something that would just cover like a few doctor visits if I needed it. But if I needed a hospital stay, it absolutely covered hardly anything, which means
unless you paid big.
Yeah. And then it was like, I don't know, $600 or $700 a month for just me. And I was like, for just that little bit of benefit. And I was like, no, I'll take my chances, And unfortunately, I took my chances and ended up in the hospital.
Did you really? Oh.
Yeah, which was dumb now that looking back on it. But while all that's going on, meanwhile, the Pentagon has accepted an anonymous $130 million gift to help pay the troops.
$130 million, it was a gift?
Yep.
Who gifted them?
It was a friend of Donald Trump, which I want to say is probably Elon Musk, if I had to guess.
$130 million.
They used $6 million of it to make let's see. They used the Trump administration told Congress last week that it used $6.5 billion to make payroll. The next payday is coming within a week, and it's unclear if the administration will again move money around to ensure the military does not go without compensation.
Well, $130 million is nothing compared to $6 billion.
Yeah.
Now that's not even a drop in the bucket.
I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Both
sides are holding out, hoping that as things continue to deteriorate, that one side will finally cry uncle and give in.
Yep.
They're playing a game with people's lives. It's getting serious. And it's this kind of stuff will set you back decades. Mm-hmm. If you are a hard work, let's say you're just a hardworking guy that works for a company that does business with the government and stuff, and you suddenly have to go a month and a half, 2 months with no paycheck at all. Maybe a lot of times you've got husbands and wives, partners, both
They're
working
both
for the
in
government.
military, yep.
Man, it can take you decades to catch back up on, because you end up wiping out your savings, your investments, your retirement. You start borrowing from or stealing from everything else you've got. Start selling stuff, whatever you got to do. You lose your vehicles just because of politics like this. That's crazy.
That's a shame, and that's what I'm worried about. That's going to start
And
happening.
SNAP benefits. I'm sorry, there are people in this country
that do need them.
that depend on the SNAP benefits just to eat. I mean, to really survive. I know there's some abuse of the system, but there's a lot of people that aren't, that need it. And so you end up hurting everybody, even the ones that don't deserve
and this
it.
happening right here close to the holidays really stinks.
Oh, man.
Because, which means that it's gonna take, kindness on everybody's part and donations to help with these food banks and these,
Oh, yeah. I mean,
like
churches have got
that.
to step up. Organizations have to step up that help people. And they're already doing that to supplement what these people need. Now it's going to be pretty much everything for them. And
Yeah.
that's going to be tough. And like you said, we're just literally a month away from Thanksgiving. We're, 8 weeks away from Christmas?
We have 8 Fridays until Christmas, which when I read that, I immediately started panicking.
8 Fridays? Are you kidding?
Yep, 8
We're
Fridays.
8 Fridays from Christmas? Holy cow.
Isn't that crazy?
Yes, I'm not even ready for Thanksgiving.
I'm not
ready for
sure.
Halloween hardly.
It's
By the
been
way,
wild.
I did get a smoke machine.
Did you?
Yes.
You
I'm going
went
to
and
smoke
got
my
one.
porch up we're in this new neighborhood. I've got a big skeleton and now I've got smoke and lights.
Awesome.
I'm ready to play.
Ready to go.
Now I got to find candy.
And the longer this goes on with the shutdown, the harder it's going to be for folks at Christmas time. It's going to be like a wait and see situation about what kind of spending goes on. And Taylor says that she is going to do a thrift store Christmas where everything somebody gets comes from the thrift store, which I think would be fun if we all did that.
Yeah,
you
that
can
could be
find some
good.
unique books. You can find different little unique
Clothing items.
Yeah, because some of that stuff still has tags on it.
Housewares.
I mean, yeah, you can find all kinds of cool stuff. I think it's a great idea to do that. My kids would be perfectly okay with that.
I think it's kind of neat.
Yeah, and that way it just kind of saves a lot of money for everybody if you all agree to do it. You don't want to agree to do that and then somebody else go and start buying brand new gifts and then make you feel bad. We don't want that, but I think it's a great idea. I would
Have
almost
a
be willing to do
jolly
it.
thrift Christmas.
Yes. All right, it is 8:14. We're going to take another break. When we come back, we got to talk about some boneless chicken that has been recalled.
Boneless chicken.
And
Those
let's
boneless
see.
chickens, they flop around on the ground. You think they'd quit raising those.
Let's see what else we got. And there was an employee accused of stealing a bunch of vehicles from Avis car rental.
Really?
Yeah, we'll talk about that when we come back. You're listening to Morning Mayhem on Piper Pete's Radio. Teresa and Dollar Bill broadcasting live from the Clayton Church studio. We'll be right back.
Looking for the perfect way to unwind, compete, and have fun with friends or family? Then Putter Up Pelham is your next destination. Coming this June. Whether you're a mini golf pro or just out for a good time, Putter Up offers a one-of-a-kind indoor putting experience with custom effects lighting, sounds, and robotics at each hole. Plus, automated scoring and a virtual caddy to guide your game. And our ADA-compliant courses include special putters for individuals using wheelchairs or walkers. So everyone can join the fun from ages 4 to 100. Rain or shine, day or night, it's always game time at Putter Up. Come for the fun. Stay for the challenge. Swing by Putter Up, where every stroke counts. Need reliable towing or diesel repair? Mems Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair has you covered. We specialize in light and heavy duty towing and recovery with the latest equipment for any job, from campers and tractor trailers to winch box recoveries, and the only local-based rotator in the county. We do it all. Our diesel repair services include computer diagnostics, engine rebuilds, transmission and clutch work, and general maintenance. Trust Mems Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair for top-notch service. Call us at 205-217-1984. Some family traditions begin with an ending. Lasting family legacies are established at Martin Funeral Home, where for over 100 years, we have served the families in our community. Bobby, Donnie, Norma, and our family at Martin Funeral Home would like to express our sincere gratitude for allowing us to serve your family. Every life story deserves the perfect setting. We are here to make that happen for you and your loved one. We offer traditional funeral home services, and we are now excited to be the home of the first crematory in Clanton, Alabama. Our goal is to serve our families no matter what their needs are. Martin Funeral Home, serving Chilton County since 1921. Please give us a call at 205-755-30.
We are back. The time is 8:17. You are listening to Morning Mayhem on Piper Peach Radio. Teresa and Dollar Bill here with you on this very cool, very wet Monday morning.
Be careful
But we're
driving. Yeah, it's drizzly and wet and rainy. Visibility's down. Roads are wet. And this is, we hadn't had a whole lot of rain. And that's what's scary is when you go a long period of time where oil and stuff build up on the roads. Man, this little bit of water we've got in the last couple of days can be like an ice slick.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Be careful.
Well, you saw where they made some arrests during of the heist.
Yeah, they got two of the four.
They got two of the four. Some of that video that looked kind of suspicious, I think it was an inside job to start with.
Well, they're showing now, if you look at what happened and how they got these guys pretty quick, this was not like a Pink Panther professional job where, they knew what they were doing and they were polished and they got in and out in 7 minutes, which sounded like these guys know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Apparently, this was the most bungling four people on earth. They just lucked out this time because of the inadequacies of the Louvre's security, because basically you had two guys go up the ladder, cut through the windows, go in, get all the stuff and come out. Two guys are waiting on them on motorcycles so they could come down the ladder, jump on the motorcycles and get away. Mm-hmm. And they did it all in like 7-8 minutes. So that looked good.
Yeah.
The fact that they left hundreds of DNA samples all in the museum, they left the saw that they used to cut through the window, they just threw down. A gas can was up there with their fingerprint. They left so many fingerprints and so much DNA that it was like the minute they started collecting the DNA and the fingerprints, these guys were known to police. The two they got had already had a record and stuff. Yeah. But they were bunglers. Yeah. And they even dropped one of the most famous of the bits they got that these were all from one collection from the last empress of France. She was an empress in France in the 19th century, the last empress before the revolution. And one of her most famous crowns, they just dropped on the street, worth millions of dollars. They just dropped it, left it, and they drove off, and it fell out of their bag or something.
Oh my!
So they got it back, of course, and then, so now they still got to find the other two guys. That's the ones. They've got two. Now they got to find the other two. And they're going to keep these guys in there and grill them until they hopefully tell who the other two guys are, They also have not yet found, except for the one they dropped, they found none of the jewelry. None of the
yes,
crowns
and they
and
said
stuff.
that they're not sure if the one crown is even going to still be intact. Like they didn't. It's not going to be worth as much if they break it down and try to sell the jewels.
Oh, yeah,
off of
no.
that. But
The thing
they may
is,
have done it.
they're pretty sure at this point that they probably haven't broken it down because the two guys that they caught, one of the guys they caught, not the two, but one of them, was getting on a plane to get out of the country. And so they're thinking what's happened is they've still got the jewels hidden somewhere. These other two have them. And they're worth more intact than they are in pieces. It's just they got to get to Antwerp, Belgium, or somewhere where there's a lot of jewelry passage and try to sell them in the underground market, either as pieces or like as jewels. They're not worth as much. But then again, for thieves that had nothing and they go in there and steal this, if they can get 10 million instead of 100 million, that's still a lot of money or whatever it would come to. So we'll see what's going to happen. I hope they didn't destroy, you hate to see works of art, basically, which is what these particular jewels are, the crowns and all the jewelry, that really becomes a historical work of art.
Yeah.
And so you hate to see that workmanship
Well,
destroyed.
there's going to be a movie made out of this one for sure.
I bet so.
And you got those, and you got this guy or girl who allegedly stole 47 vehicles from a Avis Budget rental center in the New York airport.
How do you steal 47 of them?
It was a whole scheme. The car rental company says that the vehicles combined were worth more than $1 million, and they were stolen from the location at Syracuse Hancock International Airport between June and August. So this went over a period of time.
3 months.
They said that the 31-year-old Avis Budget employee had led the theft scheme, which involved renting out the vehicles at other locations around the county. Police declined to release the details of how the vehicles were stolen. So I guess they were renting them out and taking the money for themselves, I guess.
Wow.
They said that the employee is no longer working for Avis.
I would hope not.
And they have recovered 42 of the 47 stolen vehicles.
Cool.
So that's good.
5 vehicles still out there, huh?
5 vehicles still out there. So I don't know. So far, they've gotten away with it for the most part because they got the money from the vehicles. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm going to keep following. That one's kind of, it's like, people, just work. Is it that hard to just go to work every day and earn an honest living? I mean, is it really that hard?
And I don't know that it's worth it if most of the time you're going to get caught. These kind of things collapse on themselves. If they had just done this to 2 or 3 cars, they might have gotten away with it. But when you do 47 in 3 months, there's a pattern there.
Yeah,
and it does kind of blow up on a spreadsheet somewhere. So you're going to get caught.
Yes,
But
eventually it's going to catch up with you.
is it worth making a few $1,000s under the table to go spend a few weeks with P. Diddy and have freak out with him in the prison? I mean, I don't want to go to prison for even a day, much less years for a few $1,000.
Oh gosh,
Whatever.
It's crazy. Have you seen where Hormel Foods is having to recall a bunch of their boneless chicken breasts?
No.
4.9 million pounds of frozen boneless chicken products that it sold to restaurants, cafeterias, and other outlets has been recalled.
Why?
They
got
have
some kind of
pieces
contamination?
of metal in the chicken breast and thigh products. It says the metal came from a conveyor belt used in production. There's so far been no reports of illness or injuries, but it was a restaurant supply company, HRI, Commercial Food Service, a restaurant supply company at locations nationwide from February 10th to September 19th. The products were only sold to food service companies, not to directly consumers, but...
So it went to Cisco's and those kind of places that supply restaurants and cafeterias?
Yep, it says some of it may even be in freezers at hotels, restaurants, and other cafeterias.
That little stainless steel never hurt anybody.
Considering the stuff we have put in our bodies from early on to now, There are some things that, you know.
I imagine if there was
We're
that
okay.
much meat contaminated, I would assume this is just micro little small slivers or particles of or flakes of metal. I can't imagine any chunks of metal or anything that would, do you much. I don't know. That's weird.
You know, and I forgot to talk about this when we were talking about football. Did you see where the Giants, I think receiver, was carted off the field after an injury to his ankle? It was quite graphic. His name was Cam, I guess Skatebow is his name. And it was a gruesome injury. It was so bad that the analyst says, we're not going to replay this for you. We're going to just go tell you, let you know it was bad. Unfortunately, because they won't do it, doesn't mean that somebody else won't. And it is online. You can find it, but
YouTube.
It will give you the willies. It will give you the will. Don't watch it. I'm just telling you, don't
it's like
do
when
it.
you see these hideous
Don't do
breaks of wrist, hands, arms, legs, ankles, where they're just twisted to impossible angles and horrible stuff. That's both horrifying and fascinating at the same time. I find myself wanting to see it, and then the minute I see it, I go, ugh.
And they were calling it a drop hip tackle.
I don't know what that is.
You ever heard of that?
Nope.
A drop hip tackle. That's what they were calling it. That happened to him. The quarterback is devastated.
Did he do it?
Yeah, well, he was throwing the ball to him. When he
Oh,
got
the
tackled.
receiver's the one that got tackled. I got you.
You could see him visibly upset about that. I don't know how the young man is doing. He looks pretty young. He's like a young player. But that was in a Giants against the Eagles game on Sunday yesterday. That was.
Well, the
I
beauty
saw
of it
that
is
pop
he will
up.
have I'm sure, the best reconstructive surgery you can have. These pro teams have people like Andrews and all those people that will work on the boy and maybe have him playing by next year. Hopefully it didn't ruin him for life in
you
his
see
career.
him sitting down, and he's just kind of like this, and then he looks like he's going to try to get up, and like he didn't even realize what his
still in
injury
shock,
was.
yeah.
But they ended up putting him in one of those big old block things, his ankle and
Yeah,
that.
blow up, the things that
and
keep it stiff.
Yeah, they took him off. That, and when I see stuff like that, it just makes me
Cringe.
all over.
Horrible.
Like, oh, I can't deal with it. Don't want to see stuff like that. I won't ever forget when the Alabama game where Pro Throw did his, and they kept replaying it. I was like, stop it. It is giving me
The willies.
like nails on a chalkboard type of feeling. I cannot handle that. Like, I don't want to see gruesome stuff like that. But like you said, it's like you do, but you don't.
Right.
Like the curiosity, but oh no kind of thing. Ugh.
Yeah, once you see it, you can't unsee it.
No, you cannot. No, you cannot.
You can't unring a bell.
There's a little story here. There was about a man named Charlie Payne from Arkadelphia. He had a big celebration yesterday. He used to play football back in the day for Henderson State University, and he is now the oldest living Reddy. So he turned 100. And so the school came out with their cheerleaders, the band, and everything.
Now, where is
and
Henderson?
Did a whole, wherever Arkadelphia
There's Arkadelphia's
is.
everywhere.
Henderson State University, wherever that is.
I don't know.
He says he stays young by playing golf every
Where's
day.
Henderson State University?
Apparently, he plays 36
Located.
holes of golf every day. If he feels like it.
I don't know where it is. Henderson State, Arkadelphia, Arkansas, I think.
Okay.
Yep. Arkadelphia, Arkansas.
Well, he's
He's
coming
100
out
years
there.
old and he
Look,
played.
he's spry. I mean, he's out there going, yeah, he's out there on his front yard and he's wearing jeans and a t-shirt and just walking out there
That means he was
no
playing
problem.
football 81 years ago, something like that. 81 or 80. Wow. That was
That's-
in the 40s.
That is so cool to me.
That's
He's
amazing.
100 years old, and he is just spry as he can be. And they got balloons and said happy birthday. It has like the 100, the big gold 100.
So he was born in 1925.
Yeah,
So, wow.
that is so cool.
So he was playing football in like the late 40s, right after World War II.
Isn't that wild?
Unbelievable.
I love stories like that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And there was another, I like reporting on good stuff. There was a Detroit Lions fan was at a ball game. I think it was, I don't know if it was yesterday or last week or when it was. And he was there with his friend, but he was wearing like a basketball jersey. He did not have a
football jersey.
He did not have a football jersey. So the people in the stands that he was standing next to went and got him a jersey and brought it back and gave it to him and told him to put it on.
Really?
Yes. I mean, I just think that is so, so, so cool. She hands it to him, and he's just like, what? You know? It was so sweet. And he shows his friend next to him, and his friend was like, oh, my God, put it on, man. You know? I just think I love stuff like that when I see people doing such nice things for people.
Detroit Lions, do they have, what kind of jersey did he have on?
He just had on a
it was a
Pistons.
t-shirt?
It was a Pistons.
Pistons
basketball.
I got
But
you.
he
Not
did
a Lions.
No, he didn't have a Lions jersey, but he was there rooting
For
for
the
the
Lions,
Lions.
sure.
So they went and got him a jersey to put on.
That is neat.
Yeah,
You know,
those things are not cheap. That was probably about $75 worth,
or
more,
more.
At the
That's
stadium,
true.
especially.
Yeah,
you know?
they're not letting you off easy. Wow,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool. You know, I wish we had a stronger presence. There are people in the South that, you know, love their pro teams that they root for, but, you know, we're so predominant with our college fandom that there aren't a whole lot of, I mean, the majority of people in the South aren't that big of fans, I think, of pro football. But then again, there's no pro team in the, well, if you count the Birmingham, like the Stallions and those other leagues. But as far as NFL, we have, I guess, the Titans to the north, Falcons to the east. I guess you could look Jacksonville in Florida, nothing in Mississippi.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess the Cowboys in Texas, maybe.
Yeah.
New Orleans Saints.
Yeah. He was wearing a Joe Dumars jersey.
Is that right?
And they were aggravating him. They were giving him a hard time about coming to a Lions game and,
Well, the Pistons.
and not wearing a Lions jersey. And he said, "Well, I don't own one." So when they went to get something to eat, they bought him one and brought it back.
That is so cool.
I love it. They said, "You got the wrong jersey on, dude."
I used to, when I was in the 80s, I became a Dallas Cowboys fan only because my ex-brother-in-law, who I still love, he's a great guy, Charles, he was a Cowboys fanatic.
Yeah.
So Sundays and Mondays and whenever the games were on, if the Cowboys were playing, he came to my house and we sat there and watched football together. And I became a Cowboys fan. When I was in Alabama, right after I graduated, I became a Dolphins fan because at that time in the mid-70s, 75, 76, those years, a lot of Alabama players for some reason, got drafted by the Dolphins.
Right.
And for no reason at all, I don't like the Steelers. And I have no
Just
reason.
no reason.
I have no reason. I don't know why. I think
don't
because
have
my
to.
brother-in-law didn't like them because they were the one team that would beat the Cowboys sometimes, I guess. I don't know. It's funny how you pick up these likes and dislikes and these supports. And for me, there's absolutely no reason to not like the Steelers. I just don't, because I never have.
Yeah.
For no reason.
Yeah. Zero reason.
Makes no sense. Yeah.
All right, it's 8:34. We're going to take a quick break, and then when we come back, we'll start winding down. We're going to tell you about some stuff that's going on around the area. Let's see. I think that's just really pretty much
Oh, we got
all.
Halloween Friday.
Halloween Friday was we're
A
talking
lot
about
of people
that.
doing trunk or treats
Yep.
and that kind of stuff.
Yep.
Change the time on Saturday night before you go to bed. Go back
Yes.
to standard time.
Oh, did you see where we lost June Lockhart over the weekend?
Yeah.
She was 100 years old too.
Yeah, she looked pretty good up
Yeah.
until the end. She was on Lassie and Lost in Space. I liked old June Lockhart.
Yes.
She was a nice
I did
lady.
too. I hate that. I mean, to see that.
I always heard you never heard anything bad much about June Lockhart like you did some
Oh, yeah.
actresses, you know.
I can't think of anything ever I heard bad about her.
Yeah, me
But-
neither.
All right, y'all stay with us. We'll be right back. You're listening to Morning Mayhem on Piper Peach Radio. Teresa and Dollar Bill broadcasting live from the Clayton Tractor Studios. We'll be right back.
Universal Heights Academy is now enrolling for the following programs: aesthetics, manicurist, waxing, cosmetology, barbering, and the instructor crossover program. We are offering small class sizes for more personalized instruction. Hybrid and online classes are also available. Find us on Facebook or visit uhaway.com for more information on our discounted enrollment rates. Your rewarding career starts with Universal Heights Academy.
Workout Anytime in Clanton is now open. Your fitness, your schedule. We have top-of-the-line treadmills and weights, but we are more than just a gym. We bring luxury and results to your fitness routine. Relax in our sauna. Recharge with red light therapy. Refresh in our hydro massage beds. Get that glow with unlimited tanning and push your limits with dynamic classes. Need guidance? Our personal trainers are here to help you set your goals, stay motivated, and get real results. This is your space, your time, your transformation. Open 24/7. Workout Anytime, now open in Clanton.
Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you, whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss. Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us.
Underage drinking is deemed by many adults to be a rite of passage. Parents who host parties for youth may think they are being protective, but they are actually putting their youth at risk of physical and social consequences. Know the truth. Underage drinking and social hosting is a bad mix. For more information, contact Central Alabama Wellness, 205-651-0077, or visit centralalabamawellness.org.
We are back. The time is 8:38. You're listening to Morning Mayhem on Piper Peach Radio. Teresa and Dollar Bill here with you.
Good
broadcasting
morning.
live from the Clinton Tractor Studio. All right, we got a lot. Halloween's coming, so we got a lot of things going on around the area that are not even Halloween related. But looks like Peach Country Theater is having their ribbon cutting and an open house.
Excellent.
That is going to be October the 30th, so that is going to be Wednesday. No, that's going to be Thursday. I'm
yeah.
sorry. That the ribbon
That's
cutting
this
is at
coming
4.
Thursday.
The open house will be at 7, and they're going to have a food truck. You Better Eat will be there with their
Excellent.
food truck.
Chris and his truck.
The town
Now, this is the movie theater they've worked so
Yes.
long and so hard
yes,
to
we actually went
restore.
in
And
there, last week sometime and talked to Kevin.
is it looking great?
It does. Looks real good. Also, the town of Maplesville is having their 9th annual Treats on Main this Friday from 5 until 6:30. The streets are going to close at 4:45 to 6:45. They're going to have, a costume contest too.
Ooh.
So they'll bring your lawn chairs and hand out some candy or treats from the sidewalks on Main. And then you also have the Chamber of Commerce is doing their Trick or Treat the Streets this Friday from 5:30 until 7. Food, games, and prizes, a prize for best costume trick or treat, and then the Creepy Cart Parade starts at 7, and that is this Friday night. This Saturday is going to be Bonfire Ranch. They're going to have their second annual fall festival.
That Bonfire Ranch is wonderful.
Yes. This is going to be from 2 until 7. They say, come celebrate a day full of gratitude and camaraderie and fun as we honor our brave veterans and support Bonfire Ranch's mission. I'll learn to talk one of these days. Fostering community horsemanship and a love for the great outdoors. They're going to have, they got a newly bass-stocked pond. They're going to have some live music, horse demo, veteran service organization booths, food and vendor booths, silent auction, and they're going to have a bonfire.
Of course, at Bonfire Ranch.
Yes, we invite all of our sponsors, donors, horse and music lovers, and the entire Bonfire Ranch family to come together for a cause close to our hearts. So that will be Saturday from 2 until 7. Well,
That's neat.
I hope they have a huge, huge turnout for that. And then next Saturday, which is going to be the 8th? 6th, 8th? What do we got here?
Be about the 8th, wouldn't it? Because Saturday is the 1st.
Yes, so 8th. This is going to be the Crushing Addiction Rally. They're going to have it at Goose Pond Park. They're going to have the big trucks smashing the cars out there.
Really?
Yes. They're going to have all kinds. It's is it Surrendered Ministries? Is that what it's called? Surrendered Ministries is putting that on. Is Justin has got that. It starts at noon, and then they're going to have the monster trucks are Rise and Heaven Bound. They're going to have music, speakers, testimonies, some skits, a raffle giveaway, all kinds of stuff. And it is free to the community. So y'all check that out.
Where's that going to be again?
Next Saturday at Goose Pond Park.
Where?
They have
Which
the big
park?
monster trucks. And you can do the thing where if you want to let go of all your hurts, habits, and I forgot the other H. Hang-ups, hurts, habits, and hang-ups. You can go. They give you a sledgehammer, and you can beat a car to death.
Well, and not go to jail for
and
it.
not go to jail for it. How about that? Isn't that awesome?
Take that, ex-girlfriends.
Yeah. So, yeah, we got lots of stuff going on around the area. So y'all be sure and check those things out. I love it when communities just do more and more and more and more stuff. Jefferson had their trunk or treat Saturday. It looked like there was a ton of people for that.
Oh, that's great.
It looked like they had lots of pictures. Did you happen to see on our Piper Pete's Facebook page where Taylor and I went shopping for our costumes at
No,
Goodwill?
I saw where they came and blasted you on your first anniversary. I didn't see y'all on your shopping
They
trip.
got me. We went and did a little shopping at the Goodwill. Put together some Halloween costumes, simple, easy stuff that you can do on a budget. And we had a blast, and we did a video of it. So y'all need to go check that out.
I will go check that out today.
It's hilarious if I don't say so myself. Or if I do say so.
So what's your costume gonna be?
Well, it was a scarecrow. I just didn't have the makeup.
Yeah. Did you ever find the straw?
I didn't go anywhere to even look this weekend. I'll be honest.
Somebody can.
I'm gonna
you
do
don't need
a
whole
last
lot,
minute.
do
No,
you?
I could get some brown construction paper and cut it in strips.
Oh, somebody will give you a handful of straw. I bet you could go down to Tractor and Supply or somewhere, or Farmers Co-op, and they'd probably just let you grab a few handfuls of straw out of a bale or something. There's all these people that use bales of hay for decoration this time of year. Ooh, I think there's a bale of hay on the street in Columbiana where they put a bunch of pumpkins and stuff. Just go swipe some of their
I'm not stealing.
Borrow it. You can take it back
if
after
I take
Halloween.
it back, it's just borrowing. Okay. Oh, Lordy mercy. Did you see?
You know, and some of these places do hay rides and stuff.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
All you need's a couple of handfuls to stuff around your collars and your.
That's gonna be itchy. I don't know if I want to go that extreme with it. We're gonna go to Siluria and do their Halloween trivia. And she said costumes are encouraged, and I just don't know.
You could use pipe cleaners.
I could
Maybe pipe cleaners and tamale shucks. corn shucks.
Yeah, that not make so itchy. They're a little bit softer, I think.
Yeah.
I'll come up with something. But I don't want anything that's gonna get in my way because I'm the one that writes and everything.
All right, well, just
you
be
know.
careful. Don't get poison ivy or poison
gosh,
sumac and stick it in there.
I don't worry about that. Yeah. But yeah, so we're gonna do that. I'm just low key on Halloween. I'm not really. I wouldn't dress up except for and hubby. I don't know if I told y'all this on Friday. I said we need to do costumes and do something. He goes, "Well, I guess I'm just gonna go as a serial killer." And I was like,
Because they look just like normal
"They
people.
just look like normal people." So he said he's just gonna go as himself.
He could maybe do the Bundy thing and get a fake cast that you can remove easily.
He's got the glasses. You know, I think
Yeah.
he wore glasses at some point, but.
Or he could really go creepy and go after who's the guy that buried all the children under his house? Gacy, William Gacy, or whatever his name was. That has that picture of him as a creepy clown because he did.
No, we're not doing clown anything.
Put hubby in a creepy clown.
Absolutely
costume.
not. I don't do clowns. Absolutely not. They terrify me. I don't like them. They give me the willies. Bad.
Yeah, me too.
Did you see? This is a long time coming for this man. Music City Walk of Fame to induct Old Dominion, Charlie Pride, and Liz Rose. Now I don't know who Liz Rose is, but the fact that
She the
Pride,
co-owner of Acuff Rose Publishing?
I don't know.
That was Roy. What was Acuff's first name? You know, he was famous in the 40s, 50s, 60s. Roy Acuff.
Yeah.
Roy Acuff and Rose. Acuff Rose. They published some of the biggest hits.
Yeah,
in
she's
Nashville, I
a
think.
two-time Grammy-winning songwriter, Liz Rose, and I just think that he should have been inducted way before now.
Who, Charlie Pride?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
He was one. No kidding. I'm not kidding when I tell you this. He was my favorite country artist when I was little. I loved him. He would be on, Hee Haw or whatever variety show, and I was right there in front of the TV. Because he sang "Kiss an Angel, Good Morning," and I love that song.
Yeah, I love Kissing Angel. Good
Absolutely
Morning.
love that song. He had one more
His
that I really
biggest
liked
hit.
too. But he was at the Grand Ole Opry when I was about 10 years old, and we went to there. They had what was the Opryland.
Oh
We
yeah,
went to
back when
Opryland. Had to think a
Opryland was
minute.
still going.
Goodness gracious,
Yeah.
We went to Opryland, and we went to the Grand Ole Opry because he was there that night. My mom and dad and our friends that we went with took me to that. And I sat on the end where the aisle was. He comes down the aisle singing his song, and he reached out and he grabbed my hand, and I cried. I was so excited. I was bouncing around. I remember it like it was yesterday, how I felt. My heart stopped. I was so excited. And I was like, he shook my hand. That's all I kept saying was that he shook my hand. I was so excited. And my mom's friend, well, she ain't ever washing that hand again. I was so excited to meet him I really didn't meet him, but have him come down that aisle.
Well, you met him in a sense. Yeah, you got to touch him.
I was so excited. And I have never, ever, ever, ever forgotten that.
Isn't that neat?
they
You ought to
are-
tell him that sometime.
Yeah, I can't. He's passed away.
Charlie Pride did die, didn't he?
He did.
Yeah, that's
I'd
right.
love to be able to tell him.
He just died like last
Year and a
before.
half ago.
Yeah.
Recent. It hasn't been. It's been
Hadn't
pretty
that been-
recent.
That's right. I forgot about that. I was thinking he was still around.
That they're gonna induct him on Tuesday, November the 11th at 1 p.m.
It's a shame they couldn't have done it when he was still alive.
I hate it when people do a lot of stuff posthumously. I mean, they wait and wait and wait, and then they have to do it after they pass away.
Yeah, it's not
And then
fair.
they never even know.
Yeah.
Because I absolutely loved Charlie Pride.
Yeah, I like Charlie Pride.
Well,
a
he
lot.
broke barriers. I mean, he was one of the very first black country artists ever.
By far. There was one other one way back, and then there was Charlie Pride was the only African American country star for 30 years.
Well, you had Freddie Fender.
He's more Tex-Mex.
He was, but he was.
Before the next teardrop falls, what a great song Freddie Fender had.
What is that song? Wasted Days and Wasted
Wasted
Nights.
Nights.
That was my favorite song. I love that. I would watch him too. I would get on there and I'd watch him.
Oh,
If he
yeah.
was on, I was right there in front. You could hear me coming down to right sliding in front of the TV when they were on. I loved him, and that is how I first got into Vern Godston, was watching him on Pop Goes the Country
Oh,
and
yeah.
Hee Haw.
The Voice,
Oh
Vern
my gosh!
Godston
You know, and I
from
met
Alabama.
him. Yeah, and I met him. He was a mess.
Yeah.
He was a mess.
He
His
is.
best friend was Jim Varney,
Yep, that's right.
who played
Ernest.
Ernest. He didn't play Vern. He played Ernest.
Yeah, he was Ernest because he always said,
said-
"What's up, Vern?"
You know what?
And he
you
was
know what
talking
I mean,
about Vern
Vern? He was
Godston,
talking
right?
about Vern Godston was his best friend. Yep. Matter of fact, he had a Ernest doll that it would pull and it'd say, "You know what I mean, Vern?" And he kept it in his bus.
That's funny.
He let us see it. He pulled the strings. It still worked. He said that Jim would get so upset because they walk by him and go, "Hey, Vern," and he'd be like, "I'm not Vern. I'm Ernest." You know, they didn't.
They didn't get. They weren't
didn't
thinking. They
get
just
it,
remembered
but
from saying.
Was it those? Was
know
it
what I mean,
mellow?
Vern?
Yeah, was it Mellow Yellow?
Well, he had those
commercials
movies
or-
too.
And then the
Ernest goes to camp. Ernest
That's-
goes to camp. Ernest goes to Africa. Ernest goes to Christmas with Ernest.
Oh, they were good. It was good stuff. And back in the
It was
80s,
silly
especially.
stuff,
It
yeah,
was
but
silly,
it was great.
ridiculously silly.
He
But,
died
yeah,
fairly young, didn't he?
He did. He had cancer.
Yeah,
He
died
smoked
kind of young.
a lot.
Yeah.
He was a heavy chain smoker. But yeah, I mean, you know, and when I met Vern, in my head, he was still the same guy that he was on Hee Haw. And when I met him, he was,
Older guy.
80 years old and, and he almost, and he was just this little bitty peepaw.
Yeah.
I just wanted to put him in my pocket and take him
We're
home
all
with me.
becoming little bitty peepaws.
He lived in a garden home community, just a regular Joe Blow house. It hardly had any furniture in it.
Where
at
was
all.
this?
In Tennessee.
Oh, okay.
But all of his records that were at all the awards he had gotten, he didn't even hardly have any of them on the wall. They were lined down the walls in his living room, down his hall,
Laying on
into
the
bedrooms. Just and it was a ton. There was hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of awards.
Vern Godston.
Yep.
I always liked him.
Yeah.
His
He
nickname was The
funny.
Voice.
Yep. He was so funny. He would tell me because it was my ex-husband's mom and dad were really good friends with. They bought his bus when he sold it.
Is that right?
And when they were touring as the Mashburns, people would think that it was Vern's bus, and they would chase them down the street going, "Is Vern on there?" No, Vern's not on
Did
there.
it stay Vern Godston still
They
on
still
it?
said it on there. They
They never got a chance
they
to
never
take it
changed-
off.
They never
Of course, I
changed it.
wouldn't either. I mean, that's kind of a tribute to the guy.
Yeah. And as a matter of fact, he wrote a couple of their gospel songs for them that they had. I think I'll let you listen to one
You
of them.
did, and it was good.
It was very good.
You know,
But,
Vern Godston,
He had a troubled life, though.
a lot
He
of them
lost his
did.
kids and his wife. Apparently he was a drunk and a mean one
Yeah.
back in the day.
A lot of them were bad drinkers, and I guess it's the lifestyle. I feel bad because even the young ones now, they'll tell you a lot of them have to at some point say enough's enough and just take control of their lives. But apparently, being on the road and it's just drinking and partying is just part of the job to a lot of these young people coming up. And if you don't get it under control or put some stops in there, it'll ruin your life.
Yep.
I mean, it drinking just about destroyed a lot of big artists. I mean, I think it's look what it did to Hank Jr. Drugs and alcohol with Hank Jr.
Well, Tim McGraw and Faith Hill almost got divorced over his drinking.
Right.
Him and Kenny Chesney would get to going, and they would do all these crazy
Well, and Kenny
stunts.
Chesney, look how hard he claims that, of course they're divorcing now, but Nicole Kidman saved him in rehab.
Oh, you mean not Kenny, but
Not Kenny Chesney.
Keith Urban.
Keith Urban was a hideous drinker and did some drugs, and Nicole Kidman made him go into rehab. George Jones, he'll tell you, he's dead, of course, but his last wife, Nancy, is the sole reason he lived the last years he did and lived mostly sober.
Mm-hmm.
Nancy she was a drill sergeant. She just took over.
That's
And
what he needed in
He
his
needed
life,
it.
is
That's
he could
exactly
not
what he needed.
do it on his own.
And then, some of these guys like John Michael
Wallen.
Montgomery, he had a terrible time with alcohol abuse, and
Eddie Montgomery did
Eddie
too.
Montgomery did too. Of course, they both owned a bar. That didn't help. Around a lot of drinking their whole lives. And then was it, who was the guy from Athens, Georgia, who had such a hard time with drinking? And he's kind of coming back a little bit. Anyway, a lot of them have trouble with
You
it.
mean Mark Chestnut?
No.
No, he was one.
He had big hits in the 90s. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's just a lot of them have had to struggle with alcohol, because I've been, on the road with them sometimes when they come through Birmingham, go on their
You
bus.
said Blake Shelton was.
Blake Shelton had a hard time with his drinking. He loved it too, and he'll tell you that. But Gwen Stefani helped put the kibosh on that.
Yeah.
So
He was like,
sometimes
not today.
and then you've got some of the females. I know that Miranda Lambert went through a heavy drinking spell. Lori Morgan was famous for being a drunk. She was married to Keith Whitley, who was an alcoholic that drinking killed him. She was married to him first, and then she was married to, was a Cajun guy?
Sammy Kershaw.
And they ended up staying drunk and fighting physical fisticuff fights. And, and her dad, had been one of the top country artists of all time. What was his name? His last name, Morgan, of course. George Morgan. And they called him the ambassador of country music.
Oh, wow.
And
didn't
he
even
was,
know that.
he was huge through the late 40s, 50s, and 60s.
Okay.
Yeah, George Morgan. So,
That's wild.
and he drank a lot. So,
And like Ashley McBride, she'll tell you she struggled with
she
it.
struggled with it.
But now she's.
Gretchen Wilson struggled with it. Lots of
Yeah.
people have.
Well, see,
so.
the thing with her is that she started out, hey, I'm a hellraiser.
Yeah, I'm a drinking,
I'm a
tattooed woman.
Tattooed Jack
Biker
Daniels
kinda
whiskey
drink-
straight up.
right.
And then, she had, it was her and Big and Rich and another one, the Cowboy Troy.
You're talking about Gretchen Wilson?
Yeah, and then they were known
They
as
were in the music mafia.
Music Mafia. Well, I mean.
And they drank like crazy. Except Big Kenny. Big Kenny was not a big drinker.
And I'm not sure John Rich
think-
was that bad, but I
Well,
think
John
he
Rich
did.
could put it back. But he was controlled it.
Yeah.
But Big Kenny was more of a weed smoker. But
He just seems like that. He just seems like a cool dude. Just like
Big
laid
Kenny is.
back, cool
he's
dude.
he's a hippie.
He's a hippie.
He really is. He's always preaching love and kindness and peace and he's a hippie. But he's nicest guy in the world. And John Rich is brilliant and a terrific businessman and amazing guy.
Yeah, I liked John Rich. He was actually on one of I think it was Nashville Star when it first came out. He was one of the judges on
Right.
it.
Yeah.
And
he
I
was the
really
lead
liked
singer
him.
of Lone Star.
Lone
Was it
Star.
Lone Star?
Yep.
Then he went on his own and didn't do well. Then he came back with Big Kenny and did amazing stuff. And he's an entrepreneur. He's got his fingers in a lot of things. One time he came to Birmingham, and me and my boss, Tom, was on the bus with him. And he said, let's go to lunch. We said, well, okay. So on his bus, we pulled out of the radio station and drove down to, where did we go eat? Was it that Jack Black's? What's that place on South Side with the hamburgers that are so good?
Oh,
Jack something.
I'm not sure.
Anyway, it's we went there and ate. On the bus, we were riding downtown Birmingham, just the three of us in the back. And he brought out his guitar, and we were all singing songs together. And me and my boss both were huge Larry Gatlin and the Gatlin Brothers fans,
man,
right?
Love them.
He said, "You like Larry Gatlin?" I said, Tom and I both went, "Yeah, I love the Gatlin Brothers, and Larry was something." He said, "You want to talk to him?" We said, What do you mean?" He said, "Here, I got him on my phone. Let me call him." We're in the
talk.
thing, and he dials him, and you hear somebody go, "Hello, Larry." John Rich here. I got a couple of guys here from Birmingham radio that they're big fans of yours. Can you talk to them? He said, "Sure." So he just hands me his phone. I'm like,
What do you do with that? You
Mr.
start
Gatlin,
talking.
Mr. Gatlin, sir. He goes, "Yeah." So we got to talking, and it was really weird. So, and then Tom and I both talked to him, and finally said, "Let's get together again soon." Okay, whatever. And they hung up. All right, that was on like a Friday in Birmingham, and he did a show at that night at Iron City. 1 week later, 1 week. Now, I'd never met Larry Gatlin in my life until I talked to him on that phone. Me and Tom are landing at the Memphis airport for St. Jude. We went up for St. Jude, and we're waiting in the Memphis airport for the people from St. Jude to come pick us up. And Tom goes, "Look who's coming down the escalator by himself." I said, "Who?" "Larry Gatlin, carrying his own carry-on." You assume these guys have handlers. This guy's by himself, just got off a flight.
Wow.
He came down the bottom, and he goes, and he didn't know who we were because we had talked to him. He didn't see us. We go, "Mr. Gatlin." He goes, "Yeah." And he was nice. He came over. We said, "This is Tom, Bill. We just talked to you last week from John Rich's bus." He said, "Oh, yeah. We sat and talked. He said, "I got to catch a cab. I've got to be at something at Peabody or something." Off he went. But what bizarre coincidence to have, out of the blue, have John Rich get us on the phone with Larry Gatlin, who we idolized, and then 1 week later run into him by himself at the Memphis airport.
That is
It's
wild.
the weirdest thing. And he's as nice as he could be.
Yeah, John Rich, he won one of the seasons of Celebrity Apprentice.
He did.
Yeah, he won for his
He's brilliant.
charity.
He is a entrepreneur and a real good. He's a shrewd businessman.
Mm-hmm. He wrote Mississippi Girl for Faith Hill.
Oh, Faith Hill, yeah, he's a good
He wrote
songwriter.
the song "Why" for Jason Aldean.
I didn't know that.
He wrote "Redneck Woman" for Gretchen Wilson, which is
kinda
obviously
remember
why
that.
she's part of. I think he's the one. She signed with their label, I think.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, they have their own label. I
yeah.
forgot. It's Music Mafia, I think.
Yeah, he's big time. I would love to meet
well, you know
him.
what was so weird about it? We were sitting on his bus, just the three of us, me, Tom, and him, and you could name just about any song. And I mean, you could go back. We only were mentioning country songs, but you could go back to the 40s.
Oh, I could have him on my trivia team and
Let
win.
me tell you, no, it's worse than that. He had that guitar. He'd just start playing. He knew the words to every song. He knew them all. He could play them beautifully on his. I mean, you could say something
Really?
yes. His library in his head is unimaginable to me. We were singing everything from 1940s country to a song that had just come out by a whole nother artist a week before, and he could the new stuff, he could at least kind of pick at it, and he knew
And get
some of
it,
the
yeah.
words.
That's
But
awesome.
anything that was already had been out to way back, he could play it, he could sing it. It was spooky. And then every now and then we'd mention something like a rock and roll hit from the 60s, 70s, or 80s, right into it, no problem. All the
Wow.
words, his memory is amazing.
Wow. Ricky says the place you were thinking of was Jack Brown.
Jack Brown.
Yeah.
Ooh, they got a burger there that has jalapeno jelly and cream cheese on a burger that sounded horrific to me. And a buddy of mine said, "At least try it." And I had a couple of libations, so my walls were down. So I said, "All right, what the heck? I'm hungry enough. I'll try anything."
Your walls are down.
And they brought me this burger with cream cheese and hot pepper jelly, jalapeno pepper jelly on it. That's all I get when I go to Jack Brown now.
Really? It was that good?
I like it because I do tend to like at Christmas time. You can't feed me enough cream cheese and hot pepper jelly and crackers. I just
I
think
know, that's my favorite.
But it
love
was
it.
phenomenal on a burger, and I would have never thought. And I'm one of those people. You got to stick pretty traditional. If I like a burger, I want it to be pretty traditional burger. I don't like a lot. I don't even like an egg on my burger. You know how some people put a fried egg on their burger?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not into that.
I actually ate that. My sister made me eat a
Yeah,
bite of
they're
hers one
not-
time, and it was pretty good. I was like, okay.
It's not bad. I just don't want it. I want a traditional cheeseburger, basically. But that Jack Brown, it has a funny name. It's got an odd sounding name, like something French or something. But I may have to go there today.
There was a place in Pell City. It's called the Daily Bagel. they do sandwiches on bagels, but then on these other different types of bread too. And they had one that was the turkey with the cranberry pepper sauce and whatever else that he put on that.
Did he put
It
a
was
little
hot.
dressing?
No, it didn't have dressing.
No
but it
dressing.
had like, I don't know what all it had on it. That was probably the best sandwich. I would get it and I would just be like, oh my gosh,
I
it's
love
so
a
good.
turkey and dressing
So
with
yummy.
cranberry sandwich.
It was delicious.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
By the way, did you see that article I sent you about the old peanut depot in Birmingham?
Yes, I did. I did see
Is
that.
that not bizarre?
That is bizarre.
I want to go back.
That was pretty cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
I would like to go there too. All right, it's 9:05. It's going to do it for us today. We appreciate y'all being
Thank
with us.
you.
Thank you so much. We will see you tomorrow. Teresa Dollar Bill signing off. Have a great Monday. Bye-bye.